All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol ZOM, Zomedica Corp. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel. Invest for tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And as we jump into this chart, I do want to announce quickly that I have a Twitter account now. You could find the link down below in the description. And stay tuned till the end of this video because I do have a ticker symbol that you definitely want to add to your watch list. It's a new one I have not talked about. I've talked about previously LXRX, ALGM, and WBA in previous videos. Today's ticker symbol, you don't want to miss it. I wish I would have found it sooner, but here we are to talk about it, and I want to enlighten every single one of you on this one that you definitely want to keep on your radar. So let's talk about Zoom. So ZOM stock has actually been in a downward trend. So if we go back to yesterday's support and resistance, support was up here at 113. I talked about this one right here at 106, and I talked about worst case scenario down here 78 cents, I believe. If not, I did not go that far, and I just talked about 106 for the meantime. It broke through 113, 106, and the 50-day moving average at that point, and it brought itself down to newer lows and newer support levels. So now we really need to watch this closely because the next support level, if the support level that we're about to talk about gets broken through, 78 cents is our next support. And then we have down here at 63, 64 cents, give or take. Now we want to remember always where Zoom came from before the catalyst started. Way back here at 16 cents, then right here 25, then right here 41, and then the real run started to happen. Now, a pullback like this is something that we were having to pay close attention to and not anticipating or expecting, I wouldn't say the word, but just preparing just in case that happened, watching closely these support levels and resistance levels. Now, because it's pulling back does not mean that the bulls have lost control, that the bears have taken over, and that this stock is just going to get destroyed downwards and downwards, right? That's not yet a confirmation, but we do need to watch this closely because if it does not consolidate within this area above 78 cents, this could start to break through newer lows and get closer down here to 64, 63, and possibly even further. So we really need to watch the behavior here, and especially our new support, which is up here at 81 cents. We're currently at 89, and the 50-day moving average is 112. Anything below 112, we're in bearish territory. Anything above it, we're in bullish territory. And there was a peak here, which is probably the most important resistance level above the 50-day moving average currently, and that's 120. That 120 mark needs to be broken through, turn into a support so that the bulls can work their way up to newer highs and new resistance levels. But 81 cents is our support level currently, and we need to watch this carefully. We need to watch how this stock reacts if it breaks through 81 cents. How quickly is it moving to newer lows and getting further away from the 50-day moving average in the downward direction? We need to watch this carefully and really pay close attention down here to 63, 64, and 78 at these points of reference. How the bulls are trying to react to bring this back up. Will this consolidate from this period on and stay above 78 cents, 81 cents, and hold itself up? Or are the bears tearing this one down fairly fast? Now, the first resistance level that the bulls need to break through, that's 104. And that right there does not signify or guarantee that the bulls have gained control. They need to break through the 50-day moving average and get deeper into bullish territory. 104 is just an indicator for us investors to know where the momentum is going. And if it gets turned into a support, the bulls are getting closer to 113, 112, give or take, up at this point here of the 50-day moving average. And if 104 gets turned into a support, the bulls can start to work their way up to newer highs and new resistance levels. Once they cross 112, 113, they will end up back in bullish territory, and then their next goal is 120, then up here at 135, and the peak here of 148. So we definitely want to watch this one closely. Things have gone in the other direction, and we have some important support levels to bear in mind and see if the bulls try to reappear, or will this hold itself up and consolidate before the next run? Because there was a consolidation period before this run, and there was another consolidation period before the run before that. So very important to watch this. Volatility was explosive in the upward trend. We need to see how the volatility is on the downward trend. Is it going to continue to pull down deeply, or could the bulls hold this up? As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. So for those of you that have stuck around to the end of this video, I want to share with you guys the ticker symbol, and it definitely is one of those that's kind of hidden unless you realize and put two and two together that the ticker symbol is the same name as how the general public knows this company. So they're the parent company of the ticker symbol's name. So what is the ticker symbol? Ticker symbol is WISH. And I pull it up here. It's called Context Logic Inc. This is Wish here on the platform and on the markets. Well, this is the parent company of Wish.com. So a lot of people, when they think of Wish, they think, this is probably outside of the US. But Context Logic is actually here, headquartered in San Francisco, California. Now, their products are probably not from inside the US, but it is a company where things are sold at much cheaper rates than you would usually find. And sometimes they're not the official brand, but they're generic brands, right? So the biggest thing about it, it's not what the platform does or what's available, whether it's real or fake, or it's Wish overall, right? Their market capitalization is 14 billion. It's in the internet retail sector, e-commerce, and I believe this is being overlooked. So I came across this stock here at this point, right before this fall. And I was looking at it closely and it was falling. And I was like, man, I'm going to talk about this soon. I want to see if it gets closer to $17, $18 again. Me over here wanting it to be closer to newer lows so that it can be talked about and shared. So yesterday I saw it run up and I was like, oh, okay, it's kind of breaking even right where I found it. Let's see what happens. Today, caught up with a lot of other things. It came up on my screener and it came up on my information that I have. And I was like, whoa, and it ran up. So now it's kind of dipping. So we're going to have to pay close attention to this and see how it cools off. But it's right back to almost the highs right after the IPO, right? When it IPO'd, it was around 22 and some change. And it dipped down to about $19. So right now this is kind of very volatile. And it just IPO'd back in December. But I think a lot of people are overlooking this one. If you see Wish, you don't think Wish.com because it says Context Logic Inc. Well, I come to find out this is the parent company of Wish. Wish is an e-commerce platform. And when you think about every single other different ticker symbol or company in the e-commerce sector, there is none below $30. So I believe there's potential here. I highly encourage you guys to do your due diligence and research. I hope I've enlightened you guys, and some of you guys might have overlooked this or known about this but weren't too sure about it. But definitely put this on your radar, put this on your watch list, and do your due diligence and research because this is a big opportunity moving forward. An e-commerce sector and company that's well known and mostly used by many people, right? Almost every single one of us at some point have heard of Wish. At least heard of it, seen an ad about it, something. Wish has room. It has room. And the fact that this right here, Context Logic Inc., can kind of distort the focus on what company it is, right? As we know it, which is Wish. And you can see here, their website, wish.com, then that means that we are here seeing an opportunity. And let's open up Wish here. Let's see it pop up and make sure it's the same Wish that we all know. But there's an opportunity here for every single investor. And there we go. Wish. For every single investor to jump in on this e-commerce platform company before it goes even higher. I mean, just look at different companies. Do your research on this company. Do your due diligence. I'm not here to tell you guys to buy, sell, or hold. I'm just here to enlighten everyone. But man, when I came across this, WISH, I definitely recommend adding this on your radar. Now, we need to watch it closely right now. If there's a slight pullback due to this big run, I thought it was going to consolidate and hang out around here. I was watching it. I just came across it, and I definitely wanted to talk about it before some spike up like this would happen. And here it is. It already happened. It happened so fast. I was caught up with so many other ticker symbols. I wasn't able to talk about this one. So I hope you guys found this one helpful and informative. So thank you guys so much for watching. And like I always say, let's make some money.